I just want you to observe what has happened today in terms of the presentation and the reaction. So what has happened over the years, Honorable Minister, is how we are sitting here today. It exemplifies why culture is continuously disregarded. It's a political class thing. It is a societal thing. It is even in the private sector. Time was when I used to be a writer in a newspaper. Do you know what happens when an advert comes? You drop the culture page. That's what happens. You drop the entertainment page, you go next week. It's the same thing. Even the cultural sector and the entertainers themselves, we all indulge government. If we organize a cultural event today and we not get front seat, the politician will get front seat. The governor of Lagos State and the commissioners will stay in the front. It is our fault. It is how we are wired. But all of that is changing. I don't want you to see this whole thing as we versus them. This is a new dispensation, and here's what I suggest that you do, Honorable Minister. You see, this stage is your ministry, and you see here is the people you have made administering, right? All the dreams die between this space and this place. This is where all the dreams die. And the only way you can bridge that and stop all the dreams dying in this chasm that is here is to make sure that the communication that you take yourself from here is not for here. It is for here. All your presentation today died. They didn't get here. And that is why I'm 62. I've been in government for 8 years and I've been on this side of the number part. So I have an idea of what's going on. Government has when I got into government, you find potential for help or for change. But there's something the Vice President said which we are not catching. The cultural department has been thriving. We took Nigeria, we took Africa, so I don't clap yet. We took Nigeria, we took Africa, and now we are about to take the world. You guys are coming in for the ride. We are already driving the car. The vehicle is already moving. That is why you can talk about the Damijos and Netflix and all of that. Good. And I like the fact that you've been working. But the communication has to be clear that there is work going on. And when you do research, don't end up with PwC researches alone. Engage, let it be empirical so that the people, I cannot come to you and be weighing on you and tell you that rain is falling. No, you have to make sure that the communication, why did you now communicate what we wanted to hear when you were forced? But like I said, you didn't want to spend time in making the communication. But when he asked the question, that is what your presentation should have been in the first place. That is what we're saying, Honorable Minister. You have to make sure that if it is for us, if these policies are all for us, we need to have a sense of participation. Or we need to have a sense that we can glean and we see what you're doing for us. Because indeed, maybe because of age, I know that you're doing it for us. But you have to keep telling me, even though I know you're doing it for us. And finally, I don't know why you people always have this concept that people at the top get everything. I couldn't get BOI loan for my film till today. And I have practiced this profession at the highest level. And I go on and I move on regardless. And that is what everybody is doing. They talk about YouTube. There are people making 10 times more money than I do on a daily basis, just creating their content on Facebook or YouTube. You have no idea, Honorable Minister. No, you do have an idea. It is the activation. Thank God this is no longer. We're tired of interventions. Past governments have done interventions. galvanized and made to be what it is. Like he said, like the Vice President said, this has happened in spite of what government has done or not done. So the fact that government is ready now, you are entering a vehicle that is already being populated. So when you enter, you cannot now say, this is how it's going to be from now on. No. So you are coming in to say, your tire will not burst anymore. You are coming in to say, there will always be fuel. You are coming in to say, the roads that you have been driving in or driving on is going to be well done so that your vehicle will have no problems. You are coming in to say that everything from here on, all the things you used to sweat for, you are no longer going to sweat for it. That is what we are going to do. That is what is called enabling.
Thank you, sir. Finish work.